Four, three, two, one. Hey guys, welcome back to Energizing Bodybuilder. My name is Haley. If you are just tuning into my channel, that is completely fine. I just started putting out videos, geez, probably this summer, so it's only been a few months, and I'm still having a lot to learn, but today's video is all about stress and how to handle stress, and it is such a big part and a big component of health and fitness that I really feel is not addressed enough. And I'm in college. I've been in college now for 3 years. Three years, go Florida State. I love it here. I'm a big Seminole. But there are a lot of stressful times, and I actually just had an interview, and one of the questions was, hey, how do you manage stress? And I just laughed and I smiled because the day before I had gone through a really stressful situation. And I said, you know, I take it with stride. I try to do as much as I can, but then I thought about it and I'm like, wow, you know, there's way more I can do. There are many more things that I can do to help manage stress. So I wrote down a list of a few things, and I only wrote down 5 things, but I think that's enough to really get the whole de-stressing process going. And I'm gonna have some more tips and tricks along with these 5 tips. But I hope that this helps you learn to manage stress, because stress, being really stressed, raises your cortisol hormone, and that can, you know, really decrease your immune system, and it just doesn't make you feel good. You feel lethargic, you feel exhausted, and nobody needs to feel that way. So without further ado, let's get into the video. As all my favorite YouTubers say, like Whitney Simmons, I love her. But number one is actually one of my newest and most profound ways to cope with stress. It is to picture yourself as an older version of you when you're going through a stressful situation. So, for instance, let's see. I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Okay, let's see. I saw some bread and I was like, I got some bread, and it was the wrong type of bread. So now I'm really stressed out about it, but I need to use a better example. So let's just say I got a really bad grade on a test, and I got really stressed out about it because I studied for it. I thought I was going to do well, and I ended up doing just horribly, and I mean, that has happened before. So how am I going to cope with it? There's a lot of different things that I can do, and younger Haley, I would have freaked out. I would have been just really mad and sad, but now I'm using this method, which is to picture yourself as an older version of you. So if, for instance, that happened, I would picture myself in the moment as myself older, looking at myself in the moment, and as an older version of me, like kind of being my mentor, talking to me. I feel like my older version would say, hey, you studied and you didn't do that well. You accept that, but the only thing you can do now is to move on and to try to do better and study a little bit harder, ask more questions in class. But tip number 2 is something I just learned this past week, and I'm really excited to share this because it's kind of a form of meditation, and I'm not very comfortable teaching it yet. So it's not that I'm going to teach it, but I'm going to just talk about what it is. But it's called the tapping method, and I was listening to my favorite podcast, the Ultimate Health and Wellness Podcast, yes, I believe, and it's on Spotify. It's completely free. You should follow it on Instagram, and Marnie Wasserman, she posts a lot, and Jesse Chappis. They're the people that do it, the Ultimate Health and Wellness Podcast, and they do a lot of great information on Instagram as well, so you should follow them. But they had a guy come on, and I forget his name, it's Nick something, but he's great. It's all in the podcast. I think it's episode 186. And it's all about tapping. And I did not know what that was, but basically it is kind of tapping, like tapping your hand and tapping different parts of your body, and like your eyes, like your neck, and different pressure points on your body to relieve stress. And also you're saying affirmations, positive affirmations, to help you get over your problems. So like while you're doing this, you're saying, you know, it's like, it's not a big problem, I'm gonna get over it. And that's actually really helped me. This past week I was really stressed out. I just had so much homework, I had work, you know, I felt like I had so many obligations with my friends, and it was overwhelming to me. And I just sat there, and I probably looked, you know, I don't even care what I look like, but it helped. And that's something that I highly recommend. It's really good also if you get like headaches And if you have any pain, if you have any cramps or anything like that, this method can really help ease the pain and help you refocus and rebalance your body. So look up tapping. That's number 2. And number 3 is kind of an easy one, and these are some things that you can do wherever. They're not things that you have to do at home. So that's why I kind of like the first 3 are just things that you can do in the car, in the grocery store. Don't shut your eyes for tapping in the car though. Please don't shut your eyes. That would be very dangerous. But number 3 is to focus on the pros instead of the cons. I actually did this today. I went through a really stressful situation this past week and couple weeks. And I was like, you know, I could beat myself up for this, or I could focus on all the pros. And all the pros outweighed the cons. And by the time I was done, you know, not even thinking about the cons, but thinking about the pros, thinking about all the excellent things that came out of the situation I was dealing with, instead of all the negatives, I felt better. And that's kind of like what tapping is. You kind of, you know, understand how you're feeling, you go through all your emotions, you absorb those, and then you come out at the end of like the whole meditation experience and then you feel better. And that's great. And number 4 is to give yourself a timeout. And I'm not saying, you know, make yourself go sit in the corner and cry, unless that's what you want to do. Because if you really want to sit in the corner and cry, I'm not going to judge you. I've done it before and it kind of helps, kind of doesn't, but you know, that's just me. But I'm saying if you are feeling so overwhelmed and you feel like you have so many obligations, take the day off, if you can. My favorite scene from Princess Diaries is when it's after like the dinner and Princess Mia and, you know, the royal queen are like spraying plants, and she gets all excited because her grandma's like gonna take the day off, and then the grandma, Queen Clarice, her assistant comes in and she's like, all right, well, you're ready for the meeting, and the grandma's like, cancel my whole schedule, I'm gonna be shown San Francisco by a true San Franciscan. And that is like what I'm talking about. Just if a queen can take a day off, so can you. You just need to give yourself some time. I mean, I'm not saying bailing on your friends or your work or your obligations with school or family or whatever, but if you're feeling so overwhelmed and you're not going to be a good time, number 1, and you just know that nothing good is going to come out of it, give yourself some rest and relaxation. You know, sometimes I find myself wanting to go to the gym so much and feeling like, oh, I gotta go to the gym around this time, or I gotta go, you know, around this time to do this and to do that. And then I'm like today, for instance, you know, I don't have time to go to the gym today. I just don't, and I don't really want to make time. Usually I can make time, but I have other obligations. I want to do yoga. I want to work on my art project. I wanted to make this YouTube video. And so I'm realigning my thoughts. And that's kind of what I mean by taking the day off or giving yourself a timeout. It's okay to say no. It's really more than okay. So that is number 4, giving yourself a timeout. And number 5 is the last one. I mean, this can be done pretty much everywhere too, but I choose to do yoga at home. But number 5 is to try yoga, meditation, or working out, because that's going to keep your body active and it's going to really focus your energy inside so that you can really use it and you can store your energy. And it kind of focuses your brain too. It keeps your brain preoccupied so that you can just feel like all your problems, you know, are kind of actually being worked through. And that's why I go to the gym, and that's why I love to do yoga and work out, is because even though I have problems, I feel like I'm also sorting them out. I'm thinking about it. It's my quiet time to listen to music, to just, you know, curl, to just curl, and just have fun and just enjoy life. But I also work through some problems when I'm going through some problems. And sometimes I don't use the gym as that outlet. But sometimes around the house, I'll be cleaning, and that's a form of meditation for me, because I'm just, you know, vacuuming, and I'm just cleaning the counter, and I'm just making my bed, and I'm feeling better because I'm cleaning my whole space. Everything looks better, I feel better, and I'm also cleaning my brain at the same time. So meditation, yoga, working out, all my 3 favorite things to do when I'm extremely stressed. And I feel like that should have been number 1 on the list, but I think that's also one of the more self-explanatory things, or the most common things how to manage stress, is to start meditating and start doing yoga and start working out. They're great. They really are. They're a little more mainstream now, but they are still the best things for me to just really focus and feel better about myself. So I really appreciate your love and support. Thank you so much for helping me And I hope this video helped you, and I'm gonna have someone in the video next week, so that's going to be really exciting. And my website, I'm so excited for that too. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.